Hello everyone, and welcome back to the RuneScape series I have created on this channel, a beginner's guide. And as you can see in the text box down here, we'll be getting into ranged combat. Just a quick summary of what we did last episode. Last episode we covered melee training, as well as the smithing and mining rework, as well as touching upon cooking and killing animals over here a little bit. So let's get right into this. Right here, Turiel is just introducing range to us, which we'll be choosing the first path right here. We will choose to actually craft our own equipment, but I will additionally, after showing you how to craft the equipment, I will stop by and show you the monsters he's talking about that drop the ranged equipment. I'm going to show you guys the fletching skill right now, as you can see right here, which you're about to learn. This is one of the new skills that he's introducing right now that pretty much as it sounds, you use this skill to fletch yourself arrows, bolts, bows, and also crossbows. If you look over here, you can see it is a non-member skill, so I will mention it further in the series and talk about ways the fletching skill can help you throughout your RuneScape experience and enhance it as well. Okay, so pretty much he's having us go chop down some trees to make some arrow shafts. I'm pretty sure it's the first thing he wants us to do. This person may, you know what, he's going to beat me. I'll just chop this tree down over here, then run over to those ones over there. So I chop down the tree. You can either click craft or right click craft. As I mentioned in the previous episode, here you can light it with a light it with a tinder box here, or use the knife. So let's get right into it. So right here, I think it wants us to do arrow shafts first. Yes. So fletch yourself some arrow shafts. I'm guessing, oh yes, kill chickens is next. So what you do to make arrows is you first cut down a tree. I think any tree works, and then depending on the rank of the tree, as I can show you quickly. Let's see, wood, trees. Depending on the rank of the tree, you will get more arrow shafts. For example, maple trees right here, they'll give you 45 arrow shafts per log instead of the normal log we just cut right here, which only gives 15. So once you have arrow shafts, you come over here to kill the chickens. The chickens will drop feathers, which you then attach to the arrow shafts, which I can show. I'll just loot all of it. Show you guys the loot box over here again. We'll kill a couple more chickens until we get about 15 feathers. Probably going to send us back into the mine. I'm guessing he's not going to give us bronze arrowheads, but he may. If he does, I'll just go from there. If he doesn't, I'll cut to mine some more arrows for us, or some more bronze materials for us. So we're going to click it, and we're going to right away make it. Yeah, so it wants us to go mine. I'm going to see if I have any ores available here. If I do, I'll just continue, but if I don't, I'll just cut it. Okay, so I'm going to go quickly mine some more. I'll actually probably mine a bit over what I need for now, just so I have surplus ores for future episodes or needed later down the line. So I'm going to just cut here, and I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Hey guys, and I said I would come back after I mine, but there is something a bit important that I just got in the chat bar that I kind of wanted to show you guys about. So right here you can see I actually completed what is called a daily challenge by mining 3 basic ores. So that's pretty much, I guess, just mining any typical ore 3 times. The reason I wanted to show you this was that these basic challenges, or daily challenges, sorry, are actually very useful for a beginning account. As you see, I already did claim this daily challenge because I thought I was recording, but as you guys know, I turned the recorder off to do the mining itself. Just to go through the process on how you would claim it. You can either claim it through the one of the girls over there, which I will show in a second, or after I come back. But to claim it, you click the compass down here. You go to the challenges tab, and then you can see right here the challenge I just completed, so it's not there anymore. But you'll be able to click here to claim challenge. So you can see these are the 4 challenges I currently have. These are a great way for a beginner to the game to earn more experience faster through their time playing. I just wanted to briefly touch upon that before going on to the next part. Alright, now I'll truly see you once I'm done mining. Alright guys, now welcome back finally. we're going to start smithing the bronze arrowheads to make the arrows successfully. So we're here in the smithing tab. We're going to scroll down and click on the bronze arrowheads right here. So while we're smithing this, I'm going to talk about a little bit more things I was mentioned in the previous clip I just mentioned. First of all, the task lady I mentioned is right here. You can just right click her and turn it in, or just talk to her simply to turn it in as well. So, going into the next thing right now, it's simple to tip them. You just click on the arrowheads and then click add tips, and then you're able to make your own arrows. Finally, we're just going to equip these bad boys on, and we're going to quiver with anticipation while waiting for Turiel to give us our next assignment. Let's see what the bad boy Slayer man here got to say to us. Splendid. First time Fletcher, and I'm already getting great compliments. I love it. Oh, now he wants us to make our own bow. You know what? I'll go outside the box and chop the tree behind him. So, right before I run over to where I need to collect the flax to make the bowstring, I'm going to talk about another piece of item I have in my inventory. That's the right tree as it is. So that is actually right here, the sedimentary geode. So these are things you do get whilst mining. As you saw, I was over there. You probably saw it in the last clip of my inventory. What these are is that there is not going to send me the next one. Okay, it is. What these pretty much do is it's an additional drop that you get while mining, and has a semi-rare chance. I'd probably call it more uncommon than rare. And what you can do is you can open them to get summoning shards, which is used for summoning skill, which I won't go too into because, as you can see here, it is a member skill, so you guys won't need it too much unless you choose to further your account to become a member. But what you can also get with them is, I'll show you right now, you can also get gems, which can help you with crafting. So it's a very nice way to get additional experience in the crafting skill specifically, or the summoning skill if you're a member, while mining. So, getting back into what we're talking about now, we just picked our piece of flax right over there, and we're going to turn that bad boy into a bowstring right now. I don't know why it wants me to chop a log again, because I already have it in my inventory right now, but so be it. And the guy beat me to it. How rude. Well, it'll just chop the next tree next to it and beat him to good. We beat him to it. So we're going to craft the log. We're going to click the short bow here. We don't want to make two, so we're going to scroll down to only make one and flesh it right now. We're going to string the short bow just by left clicking on it, or right clicking if you so choose, and fletch her up. Now, a good piece of advice, let's look at these arrows first. Once you fletch your arrows and start using range equipment and make a bow, or buy them off from Marketplace or the Grand Exchange or a general store or a range shop, you're going to want to take off your melee armor to use the range successfully. The cape also includes melee armor, as I mentioned in the previous episode, because wearing the armor will actually decrease your range damage to the point where you may not even hit at all. So taking the armor off is very beneficial when you switch combat skills. There is something called hybrid armor, which lets you wear the armor for any attack type, whether it's mage, range, or melee. But the demerit of those armor is they usually give no extra bonuses as the typed armor would be. As you can see here, this gives a strength bonus, while maybe those hybrid armors may not give any types of bonuses. Of course, once you get to the higher level weapons that require, like a 90 level, let's see if I can just scroll down here. What I'm talking about is things like noxious weapon. You can kind of ignore it then, but you guys, again, don't really have to worry about that, mainly because you guys are focused on the non-members journey right now. So we're going to go right away and go right into the Way of the Ranger, and we're going to kill our... Why does Turiel want to talk to us? I thought we wanted to kill some cows. You know what? Fine. So we're going to quickly talk to Turiel, and I think he's probably going to give us a Slayer assignment, which, as I said, is a member skill, but in the non-members world, you can actually get to level 5 in all the member skills. However, I wouldn't really try training past that because it would just make more sense to wait till your members to train them. So I'm equipped for range combat. Yes, yes, yes. So right here he's introducing us to the ranged skills that you can use for combat. I'm guessing he wants us to kill some cows. And by the way, guys, as you can see right here, there's a number 2 right here. If I just click 1, I can go back to the melee. If I click 2, I can go to the range. And you can see right here, this is the 5th slot. So if I go to 5th, it should not be there because it's pulled out to right here. As you saw there, mage is 3, which we'll be looking at in a little bit once we get to the ranged amount, or the range time. So we're just going to quickly kill some cows here until we get the 5 needed for this quest. If he doesn't run away from us, that is. Now, cows are actually a fairly good low-level money maker, because if you look here, you can actually see looting all this would give me about 15,000 gold. So I'm actually going to do as I mentioned last episode. I'm going to put the bones on my hotbar and bury it. And if you right-click and examine, you can see the price of certain things. You can see these things actually have a fairly decent price. So while you're just starting your account out, this may be a decent way for you to gather money to fund your future ventures, whether it's for questing or it's just for normal skilling. Looks like Mr. Mage here wants to steal my kills. So I'm just going to pick up the... This guy really is trying to steal all my kills. Oh, wow. Oh, right. I wasn't following the direction, so for this little quest, you have to be outside of the paddock to kill the cows to level up the task. That, I mean. I'm going to drop this extra log because I don't need it. I'm going to pick up the raw beef. Or I think the cowhide was more expensive, so I'll just pick up the cowhide for now. I'll take 1 raw beef. When you pick up arrows off the ground, if it is the same arrow type you have in your equipped slot, it will actually go directly into your armor slot, and you won't have to worry about it being picked up in your inventory. Before I go talk to this guy, Teriel over here, I'm actually going to just put all this stuff in my bank that I don't need currently, which would be the cowhides. I do this by, again, right-clicking and putting it in. I'm going to put the sapphire in my box, those geodes, as well as nothing else actually. I'm keeping the rest of it just for now. So let's talk to Teriel and see what he says. I don't need to kill cows anymore. Let me do some big boy stuff. So, let's see. Which path shall we go down? You know what? Let's practice a bit more range. So, we'll go into the catacombs. And get ourselves. I want to talk about something else. I want to get, I guess that's the only option I have. I guess it won't let me get it from the monsters over there. Whatever. That is perfectly fine. Oh, I clicked upside. Let's talk to the apprentice Clara, sorry. This genius pathfinding.
Oh, don't worry.
I need runes. Give me them free runes, I'll take them. Won't let me take anything else. Alright. So I'll exit out of this. I'm actually going to open the store back up. If you right click and click trade, you'll open up this inventory immediately. I'm also additionally going to take the mined runes. I'm also going to take the talisman. Actually, I think I will pass on taking the talisman for now because we're not there yet. So what these talismans are used for is they're actually used to go to the air altar and the mine altar, where you can use pure essence or normal essence to create runes yourself. And it wants me to get more logs. So it actually looks like we're going to go right into making magic equipment. I thought I clicked on the path to do ranged, but I guess I mistook that. So what we're doing right now is we're collecting materials to make ourselves the full mage uniform right here. once I equipped myself with the armor, once I, collect most of the wool. Sheep man's ran away from me. I will proceed to. I think you use it on the loom over here to get yourself the silk to make the armor. All right, it's exactly what I was supposed to do. So I'm pretty sure, basing that it wanted us to get wool too, was we're probably going to make a magic weapon first, is my guess. So let's go to the tanner, right click and click trade. We need to get some thread and a needle to actually craft the armor. However, the needle is already in our tool belt, which if you look at my bar right here, which is right here, which you can see all the things in. If you go to the crafting area, you can see I have the needle right there. So we're going to craft this up, and we're going to make ourselves a magic wand, which is probably why we need that extra log. Put the magic wand on. We are going to craft the armor. So since I had just showed you the process of getting the silk, I'm actually going to cut here, collect all the silk I need, and I'm going to make myself the robes. So I'll see you guys once I get back from doing that. See you in a second. Alright, welcome back guys. I'm just about to finish the wizard set right here by crafting up the last pair of gloves. Now, as you can see, I actually do have some other things in inventory right now. I have strictly this leather right here. The reason why I wanted to get this leather here was I actually noticed that the quest line skipped over making range armor, which I think I personally accidentally skipped over myself by maybe clicking the wrong thing. So I just wanted to show you guys how to make range armor quickly. So as I mentioned earlier, you kill the cows and you can get cowhide. If you go to the tanner right here and click tan, or just click on him, left click, he will tan your hide for free. And then you click craft, and you can just bring this all the way down or just drag it down. And I'm going to make myself some range armor as well. And we're going to go through the list and not make 12 because we don't want 12. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go with the top one and get ourselves something. So while running and get ourselves some more air runes for the quest. But while running over there, I'm just going to quickly make the armor just to have it for later purposes. Craft 2 more pieces, not 10, we're only going to make 1. And then finally, we're going to craft ourselves 1 pair of leather chaps, not 9. I almost made 2. I'm going to equip the mage armor because, as I said previously, as I told you, wearing the correct armor will benefit your attack. I'm actually going to deposit all of this by depositing. I click this right here. I'm going to take my air runes with me, and since I think we're about to go fight something, I'm going to bring out some food with me as well. So as you can see here, this heals in the yellow, which means that once I hit 17 constitution, which is the health, this sandwich will be able to heal the full amount it's capable of, which you can see here. Then it will turn green. So because of that, I'm just going to take out the steak and the cooked rabbits. He may give us more food too, I'm not fully sure. Let's see, I'm pretty sure he's just going to have us go to one of the caverns over there and kill some fancy monsters. So what this is talking about right now is you can actually select magics to auto cast for your spells. I would highly suggest you just set both the main and Hoffman to the spell. You can do altering between different spells, but I don't think it would make as much sense because most of the time you'll be using your abilities anyways. Let's talk to this guy about magic abilities. So what he's talking about right now is that Slayer monsters, and actually monsters in the game in general, have certain weaknesses. The example he's talking about right now is the gelatinous things which we're about to fight in the cave over there, which have a weakness to range. Air spells specifically. Guessing he wants to go over there. This will remove our gloves off, but as you can see here, this is a hybrid equipment, so it will not affect my magic negatively. Finally, he's going to give us our Slayer task. He's also going to give us a gem right here. This gem is pretty much used to check how many kills you have left in your Slayer task. Alternatively, there should be somewhere on the map. I guess it's not here right now. We'll probably start when I start the Slayer assignment. So as I was mentioning a second ago, all monsters have weaknesses in this game, such as the gelatinuses over here are specifically weak to air magic, but they are also weak to magic in general, more so than the other ones. So even if you're not using air spells in particular, using magic in general will be a better benefit to you over using melee or ranged.
This is no place for a stroll, friend.
Well, luckily for you, I'm an adventurer. Turiel has sent me to slay these foul creatures.
Unusual. I don't think they have a natural lore. I'm Marianne, but
I am a monster hunter.
really?
Let's do it.
What monsters have you hunted?
I've hunted a few cows.
You need to find the source of these creatures. Lead
I don't
on,
think she cares
and
about me
maybe
hunting
we can
cows.
slay them together.
Well, let's do some magic to show you guys. Some fancy old magic. So, we'll start by killing this gelatinous boy right here. As you can see, with certain Slayer creatures, once you get their health down to low enough, you can't actually kill them without performing something special. And for these, you have to use these spike gauntlets to rip out their hearts, which is quite graphic, honestly. But that's fine. Let's pick up our reward of 2 GP, and then fight this guy next. And we shall drop him right now. Wonderful. Looks like we have to kill 2 more for the rest of the Slayer task. We'll pick up that piece of salvage, run further into the cave. Looks like there's a couple more over here. Just so happily, there's exactly 3 more exactly for our task right here. Coincidence? Probably not. There's not too much more to know about Slayer. There are certain Slayer monsters that instead of requiring an offensive piece like this to strike their heart, some of them actually require defensive pieces like earmuffs, explicitly for things like banshees, which kind of shriek in your ears and it will drain your stats. Or basilisks you need a mirror shield for, otherwise they'll start to drain your stats as well. Alright, as you can see, my character isn't really using too many airstrikes. It's going down the list of abilities here, which is why you see me using this fire breath here. Level up. Let's complete the task. We turn to the Slayer Master, but we're not going to turn yet because I see another dot right there on my mini-map. Let's see what Arene says about it. That's all the questions I have for now. Never mind. Looks like Magic Stick over here is going to try to fight us.
A troll shaman. That's quite the
Magic stick!
So, Magic Stick is his name. Looks like I have to cast this confusion spell on Mr. Magic Man over here. Once I get it off. There we go. I'll just put it on the hotbar and work it that way. He had that immortality field around him, so I had to confuse him to get it away from him. He'll probably activate it again. As I mentioned earlier, trolls are the first thing they eat, so this troll ate a magic stick, which is why his name is Magic Stick. Let's use Asphyxiate, which is a threshold ability. I can't use it anymore because of this thing, so I'm going to have to click and use Confuse to get him to stop using that. Looks like he's going to give us some talismans, which I think I already picked up, but you know what? More talismans the merrier. I can use these to make things later. So we're going to bury this guy's bones, get ourselves some prayer experience, level it up a little bit. Let's see what Arene has to say to us.
I couldn't have defeated. Now he's dead. The ones that are left should be
She's pretty much saying that those gelatinous things won't spawn here anymore because we killed the shaman who was summoning them. So I'm going to meet us back at Turiel. I just talked to her. Oh, she's teleporting away. Let's see. Let's wait for you to teleport away. Oh, so now conveniently kick us out of the dungeon so we don't have to be here anymore. Let's see. I'll introduce you to wealth next. You have completed the introduction to Burthope. Explore Burthope entirely at your leisure. Remember, if you get lost, you can always use the teleport home button and go to the new area. So what the teleport home button is talking about is this button right here. If you click home teleport, you can click on any one of the lodestones you have unlocked. Currently, we only have Burthope unlocked because that is the teleport stone we unlocked when we very first came to the world. So I'm going to teleport us back to Burthope just so you can kind of see how it looks. This animation takes a very long time, and if someone hits you, let's say this bunny attacked me, it would cancel the animation and I wouldn't be able to teleport. So as you can see, we teleport from over there to over here. We probably saved a little bit of time. So we're going to quickly talk about, I guess, wealth here, and we're going to get ourselves some money from the Mr. Corporal in here that you can use as a shop. So we're going to talk. How can you help me? I would like to trade. This is what I was talking about earlier about shops. You can buy items. For example, you can buy these arrows, you can buy these runes, or we can buy some cooked rabbit to fund our adventures. You can also sell things, as it's talking about right here. I can sell my arrows. You can see everything has different prices for sale. I think I'll sell the small bronze salvage. I'm going to keep everything else for now, but I will take these free arrows. Let's see. What shall we do next? Let's do an introduction to the prayer skill because I think it's a very important skill that'll help you guys later down the line. So as it mentioned earlier, left clicking the prayer will activate it. And now it's active, and you can see right here, I have a drain of 1 prayer. 1.1 prayer, as you can see over here, my prayer is slowly draining. And once I deactivate it, there's no more prayer drain. And let's go talk to Miss Chaplain Sarah. She's pretty much just introducing the prayer skill and what it is. I'm going to go through this a little bit faster so I can just explain it myself one more time. You can stop me if you want to, or pause the video to see each screen if you want to, but I'll explain it instead of having you have to read it if you so choose. Okay, once we get through it, farewell. So to restore prayer points, you have to pray at an altar. And as you can see here, I went from 58 all the way back up to 60. So just one more time, if you didn't see it, I'm down to 59. I turn it off. I go to the prayer and I pray. You do not have to turn your prayer off to restore your prayer. I just don't want it to drain once I restore it. So while I think about what we should do next, I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose on here. I'm going to cut for a second while I think, and I'll be back in 1 second. Alright guys, so after thinking about it, I'm just going to finish this video off with doing the last 3 of these on here, and then next episode we will start up in Lumbridge where you will see quests, which will be introducing those later, and we'll talk about the benefits of those. So what we're going to do first is Hunter. I already started walking over here. We originally started over there, but at first I went to the bank to just deposit my inventory. So we're going to talk to the Hunter. She's going to introduce the Hunter skill. What the Hunter skill pretty much is exactly how it sounds. You hunt animals, monsters, or whatever for resources. I need hunting supplies, so please give me a bird snare. We can join our friend right here and pop a bird snare down next to him. Every I think it's either 15 or 20 levels, you're able to unlock a new, an additional unlock for the bird snare. So what I mean by that is right now we can only place 1 bird snare down, but I don't actually recall what level we can place 2 traps down. Right here, we can lay up to 2 traps at once, so we can actually do 2 traps right now. But later, I'm not sure. You know what? We don't need to know that right now because Hunter is a member skill, but I just want you guys to at least understand it a little bit on the basis. Oh, well, how can I not show you? Get us a baby troll. So let's get our baby troll, then we'll go direct to agility afterwards. So as I was mentioning, what the hunter skill does is you pretty much just hunt monsters for materials. In this case, we got the bird feathers. But later down the line, you can get much more useful things from hunter. Again, that's a member skill, so it doesn't really matter to you guys right now, unless you choose to go down the member path. As I mentioned in the first episode, once I get far enough and more or less finish all the non-members things, if enough of you guys want to, I'd be perfectly fine making this account members. And if I were to end up doing that, I would then, of course, go through all the member skills here and then talk about their benefits to your account. So right now, we're going to talk to Corporal Kamens right here and pick up this troll thing here, troll baby. So, what's very kind of interesting about these trolls, these baby trolls, is that you can actually feed this baby troll whatever you want, and you can pretty much have it, as I said earlier, trolls are named whenever they first eat, so I think I just picked this troll. No, I didn't. Oh well, I have to talk to it again. So let's say I feed the troll coins, his name will be coins. Let's say I feed the troll red feather, his name will be red feather, and so along. So what people have said, or people have done, sorry, why isn't it giving it to me? So what people have done with the baby troll is that they fed it very, very expensive materials, kind of just show off that my baby troll is named Noxious Bow, or along the lines of those things. I don't know why that he's not giving me this troll. I could look after him. You need to complete the daily challenge tutorial before you can claim the baby troll. Okay, probably should read it over here for you guys. So what this is wanting us to do is to go back to the dailies I talked about earlier. So to do this, we have to go to that compass menu. We have to click challenges, and we have to complete these daily tasks. So as you can see, I've already completed most of the daily tasks, the things I have to do. So I guess this is a perfect time to introduce you guys to the cooking skill. Sorry, the fishing skill. So what we need to do is run over here to the fishing pond we saw, or I guess the fishing inlet, river, whatever you want to call it, and catch ourselves some shrimp or crayfish. Fishing is pretty much your primary way, besides buying fish, to obtain them for combat. Of course, you'd have to have the similar cooking level to end up making them, but that does not matter at this moment. A lot of challenges actually end up giving you XP rewards, XP reward lamps. The reason I do that is because some people don't want experience in certain things, for example, defense. A lot of those accounts are called pures, so they only want to stick with one defense to keep their levels down, or they want to be a skiller, which means they want 0 combat experience, which is why they would give the lamp form. So I just completed the fishing assignment. I need to turn it in. And then now we can go back and claim ourselves a baby troll. Alright, we're back to get our troll. And I won't actually mess up this time and actually be able to claim it because I actually followed what it wanted us to do this time. Now give me that baby troll and I will feed him something later down the line. I'm not sure I'm going to feed him yet, but we'll see. As you can see here, I did get another set of daily challenges. Of course, that won't normally happen. You won't normally get multiple daily challenges after 5. I think those first 5 were just for the tutorial quest. So now I'm going to do the final piece of agility here, the final activity, agility, and it is pretty much just going through the agility course. To give a brief description of agility, what agility does is the higher your level goes, the more obstacles throughout the world you'll be able to pass over. Let's see if I can open the world map and show you exactly what I mean. Let's see, navigation on. So you can see things like right here, these shortcuts. These shortcuts are unlocked through agility. Most of the shortcuts, and you have to use an agility requirement to be able to pass them. So that's mainly what the agility skill is used for. Additionally, what the agility skill also does is the higher agility, the slower your run energy will drain. That is not as much important as it is anymore, because if you just right click and rest, as you can see my character right here, they will actually recover their run energy rather quickly. So I think the rest of this is just this. We're going to hop down here. And then the thing is over. Perfect. So now we're going to hop over here and go to Lumbridge. So to activate the Lumbridge Lodestone, we're going to have to go all the way over here to, I think, right here, and that will send us all the way over to Lumbridge. I don't want to run over there because I have nothing to explain to you guys at the moment. So I'll see you guys once I'm done. Also, I will, on the way running down, I will activate this lodestone. To activate the lodestone, we just click on it. So I will see you guys in a second. Just very quickly, this is what I mean by activating the lodestone. I just click on the lodestone, and I activate it, and it does this little motion and gives me an achievement. Alright, I'll see you actually in Lumbridge when I get there. Alright, guys, let's set sail on our way to Lumbridge, and I will see you there on the boat ride. How are we going to finish this quest? We need to activate the Lumbridge lodestone to finish this on up. Alright, so now that we found ourselves in Lumbridge, I'm actually going to finish, once it gets out of this animation, I'm going to finish ourselves. I just activated it. I can activate it again. I can teleport there if you want me to. So I'm going to finish ourselves right here, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start doing some of the quests. Ideally, Cook's Assistant, which is going to be our very first quest we're going to start with. I don't know why it's not finishing this quest. And then I'll see you guys for that. Thank you very much for coming to this second episode. I will be continuing tomorrow with this. I would like to know how you guys kind of liked how I did this episode compared to the last one. The first episode, I pretty much did the entire thing with 0 cuts in the entire episode, except that one where I went mining, but I just didn't want to bore you guys for, I guess, the same reason I did the cuts in this episode. But as I said, this episode has a lot more cuts in it, so I just want to see what you guys think and if you guys like that more. Alright, thank you very much for coming to this episode, and I will see all of you wonderful people tomorrow. Have a nice day, and have fun scaping.